seems like Warren Buffett got the last laugh in terms of this sell-off. Because these,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of these guys, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, and all these other players like Elon Musk, they're down, and Zuckerberg is down too, because he owns Meta, so they've been selling off pretty bad. But not Jeff Bezos, but Warren Buffett actually, he owns Berkshire Hathaway, and a
Yeah.
lot of those companies, those companies are rising in value right now in the midst of this sell-off. And so his net worth
Facts.
has actually gone up like $2 billion or something, I think. So I just kind of wanted to point that out. Everybody was, you know,
Mhm.
trying to get on Warren Buffett last year, but seemed like he got the last laugh doing
Well,
this sell off.
and that's amazing because Buffett focuses on what he is good at. He stays in his lane. Like period. Over time, he's known to stay in his lane. One of I think it's his nephew or something. They own like they've done a lot of renovation in Decatur, Illinois. But he does a lot of pouring into the communities because when I was reading, the book Buffettology, he talked about how the fact that like his grandkids got stock for Christmas and they
Mm.
learned about the stocks and how those worked. And so they were working, they specifically grew up to work in the sectors of the stocks that they received and that they liked. So it creates a form of mastery, like Robert Greene talks about, in mastery, right? You stay in that lane and you kind of focus on that and you brew that and it's not narrow, right? It's not like a master of of one thing because that lane starts to expand. Coca-Cola, they got a bunch of different sodas underneath them, right? They got water underneath them. They got humanitarian stuff underneath them. They got tourism underneath them. They got globalization and international affairs underneath them, right? So that's they got McDonald's with it. You get what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
that's some super powerful stuff. And like when you talk about, I'm glad that you made that comparison because that's something that we wasn't necessarily thinking about with this lane. But it's awesome to think, and we're gonna talk about this with the Peloton next week. Y'all make sure y'all tap
Oh
in. We're
yeah.
gonna talk about this with the Peloton. Is what is the
Yeah.
future of Peloton? Where have they gone, and where are they going? And is it a crapshoot? Is it a shot in the dark? Are they a failure? But when you're looking at stuff like that, you got to think about, hey, what's your competitors? Because if you ain't got no competitors,